Previously on Professor Layton and the Curious Village.
Wait! No, don't cutscene me, bro! I didn't get the chance. Oh.
What on earth?
What the fuck?
Get away, Luke! Run!
Oh my god!
And now back to more puzzles.
Hey, this is Alpha back with a Let's Play of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. When we last left off. Oh, we already saw this one. Went to the ticket. Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't want to say what we did. Okay, so we got chased by a giant Ferris wheel. And then the Ferris wheel knocked into a hut. And the hut led underground. And we got a key. We got the final mystery. So let's look at the journal. We found a key. Who would have imagined that the tiny shack held the entrance to an underground tunnel with a quaint storage room? More unexpected still was our discovery of a small key shaped like the tower itself. Could this little odd key truly unlock a path to the tower? And mysteries. All the mysteries. The key. Deep underground, on the edge of town, the professor and Luke found an unusual key shaped like the tower. While the connection between the key and the tower seems certain, no one can figure out where to use the key or what it unlocks. Alright. Now I'm gonna be at the dead end now. Oh! Let's go investigate the dead end right away. Alright, Luke, but first let's make a quick stop at the inn. There's something I need to check on there. Why the inn, Professor? It seems that someone doesn't want us around, Luke. Someone is, in fact, after us. It's the Ferris wheel. It came to life. The key to identifying the scoundrel is back at the inn. So you already have an idea who's behind this? Did you not see the cutscene, Luke? It's clearly that guy. Piqued your interest that way. The shadow intruder. Someone's been obstructing the investigation. Find the troublemaker and continue to work on the case. Except it's not the old guy like this very creepy shadow says. It's the pointy hair guy. I mean, I just saved it, but okay. They probably have new puzzles for me, but, no. Alright. Through here. No time for you, lady. No time for this. No time for any of you. I'm on a mission. I have a mystery to solve. Get out of my way, lady. Wait, what? Oh, right, I totally forgot I have to go to the inn. Whoops. No time for the inn. Luke keeps pushing for us to proceed straight to the dead end by the tower. But before we do, I have a suspicion of my own I feel they need to confirm. Before we go anywhere else, I think it's best we stop by the inn. I think we might be able to identify the person who's been... it's the pointy-haired guy. It's Lucifer. Monsieur Lucifer. Fine, I'll go all the way back.
Hello, Professor. Is something the matter? You look a bit... You look a bit shaken.
Beatrice, I have an urgent request. Could you show me the newspapers from the last couple days?
The papers, certainly. Hang on for just a moment while I go fetch them for you. That's strange. I'm sure I set them down around here somewhere.
Is there a problem?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. Even today's morning paper seems to have gone missing.
I see. Well, thank you just the same, Beatrice. This has been most helpful.
Just what was in those papers anyway, Professor?
You, Professor Layton! Ramon, and to what do we owe the visit? Oh, he told me I needed to find you and bring you to Rhinold Manor. The inspector, I mean. He and Lady Dahlia await your arrival at Rhinold Manor. Thank you for the message. We will set out for the manor in just a few moments.
Okay. Back we go. Back to the manor, which we haven't been in many episodes. To the manor. Oh!
You found the key to the tower, haven't you?
How do you know about the key?
You mustn't interfere with the tower. Whatever you do, just stay away from there.
You're totally frickin'... You're totally Flora.
Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear?
Well, that's not ominous. Too bad that's the only way to go. Ramon, what do you want?
If it isn't Professor Layton. Judging by your expression, it seems you haven't found the golden apple. You look terribly tense, Professor. Perhaps this small puzzle will help and loosen you up.
Over the river and through the woods. Oh, this shit again. Okay, this, yeah. Alright. Take this. Go here. Oh. Whoops. Restart. Take this sheep. Go here. Go here. Take the wolf. And bring the sheep back. Bring this over there. Go back over there. And bring the sheep.
I think I've got it!
He did it!
I did it! Yes!
Well done. The shortest solution for this requires 7 moves. How did you? I think I did it.
That was masterful, but I expect nothing less from the great Professor Layton.
Amazing painting scrap. Over the river in your puzzle index. Alright, let's see. Whatever. It's, there's a lady.
In order to confirm my hunch, I asked Beatrice to loan me the last few days' worth of newspapers, but it seems that someone made off with the whole stack. Those papers would have been the decisive proof I need to confirm my suspicions. No idea why, but whatever. I guess I'll have to go on without them. I'd like to continue searching for the papers, but the inspector has summoned us. So I guess I'll have to give that up for now. Cool.
Alright, Inspector Chumley. Welcome back, Professor Layton. Please come in. Everybody's waiting.
Thank you, Matthew. Is something troubling you, my good man? You seem ill at ease.
Oh no, I'm fine, sir. Please make your way into the parlor.
Alright, if you're certain that nothing is the matter, we'll head upstairs.
Is it another trap? Still can't go down these stairs.
Mr. Layton, thank you for arriving so promptly. Come, have a seat. Why'd you call us here, Inspector Chumley? Like you, I'm not the kind of man who beats around the bush. so I'll just come out with it. I'm on to you, Layton. It's clear as day. You are responsible for Simon's death. Are you suggesting I murdered Simon? Nonsense. Yeah. Nice, Layton. I have to admire the way you keep cool under pressure. But of course, I would expect nothing less from a cold-blooded killer such as yourself. I don't suppose you've seen this before, huh? That's the vase that, frickin' it was either what's-his-face, Inspector what's-his-face, like Inspector Tiny Mustache or Lucifer Pointy Hair, was trying to give to us. This vase was on display in the room which Simon was found dead. All of the forensic evidence gathered suggests that the killer struck Simon with the vase. Oh. Our killer was no professional, you see. He left his fingerprints all over the murder weapon. Oh! Oh! You fucker! That fingerprint matches your own, Mr. Layton. Oh, they set us up! That face was from the market, isn't it? You rotten murderer. They wiped off the prints.
If this face is evidence, why did you just break it like it was nothing?
Go on, give me an alibi, Layton. Where were you when Simon was killed? Come on, out with it. I don't remember. That was like 9 hours ago. I was with Luke, investigating matters down in the village. Is that the best you can do? You can muster? It's clear the little brat is an accomplice to your crime.
Luke would never do anything bad. Luke is a precious cinnamon roll.
Admit it, Layton. You two wanted to keep the golden apple so badly you conspired to murder Simon, even though that doesn't make much sense.
What, was he like the heir to it or something?
You can't fool me, Layton, so cough it up and start talking. While I'm at it, I'll take the key to the tower you... No, you stupid frick! It seems that you are intent on pinning this crime on me, Inspector. But if you are a true enforcer of the law, you'll acknowledge that I'm not the only reasonable suspect. And also, I require a trial. I call upon Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. They have a crossover game at some point. Any member of this household could have committed the crime. Or literally anyone. No, well, I guess not. In fact, you can't even rule out the possibility that everybody here had a hand in the murder. Furthermore, are we even sure that a murder took place here? What kind of nonsense are you spouting now? Are you suggesting a suicide by bashing your own head in? That would be horrible. Ow! That's a really sucky way to go. Do you really think anyone here is fooled by your crackpot theories? I'm the professor. I'm like always right about this stuff. Inspector Chemley, I'm beginning to think you're the only person here with something to hide is you. Oh, snap. That's absurd. This has nothing in the slightest to do with me.
No, Inspector, it has quite a bit to do with you. Meaning? Isn't it obvious? If there is any criminal element involved in this case, then it is you, sir.
Oh, shit.
That's absurd.
Hey, calm down!
What utter rubbish! You'll need more than some death charge to save your hide.
Yeah. Yeah, he's totally, like, he's a robot. I'm telling you, fam, he's a robot. I've heard you're quite... Also, his voice is nothing like the one I'm giving him. I've heard you're quite a devoted husband, Inspector. I bet you take very good care of your wife, Amy. Luke and I found this article in the paper. Luke, what was Inspector Chumley's favorite food again? A sandwich on butter bread, hot, juicy roast beef, fresh sweet potato fritters. Sweet potato fritters. This article specifically states you love sweet potato fritters. Yet you raged at poor Matthew when he brought you sweets with tea. Why? And your point is? It just so happens that I have a fondness for Amy's sweet potato fritters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like sweet potato fritters and cakes are not the same thing. Like,
is that so? Is that so? Thank you, Professor. This little conversation made things quite clear. Amy was... Does he, like, normally not call her Amy? Please take a look at this. I believe you just called them Amy's sweet potato fritters. Yes, I'd like everyone to look at this article. As you can see, the article clearly states that Inspector Chumley's wife is Emile, not Amy.
Haha! Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Professor. We'll never remember that one.
Do you mean to tell me you've forgotten your own wife's name? Out with it. Who are you? And why have you been impersonating Inspector Chumley? And why have you been running this investigation? But your sudden memory loss have been recording for quite a while now, so my articulators are getting tired. But your sudden memory loss regarding your wife's name isn't the only suspicious thing about you. Try to recall the time around Simon's death. You said you received a report that prompted you to come to St. Mystere, but you forgot one thing. After Luke and I came to town, the drawbridge that is St. Mystere's sole entrance had its crank stolen. This effectively sealed the village. From that point on, no one could enter or leave the village. And do you recall just when this seclusion began? When did the drawbridge shut down?
It was really early on.
No, during our search for Claudia? Correct. The only route out of the village had been closed well before Simon's death was discovered.
I thought it was even earlier than that, but alright. Professor Layton frickin' taking you down, Chumley.
After that event, there was no way that anyone outside the village could enter.
I never thought of that.
By the same token, there was no way to take things out of the village, particularly something as large as a corpse. So tell me, Inspector Chumley, when did you actually first set foot in St. Mystere? And furthermore, what did you do with Simon's remains? While we're on the subject, I have one more nagging question that I haven't been able to figure out. How is it that you knew about the key to the tower we discovered? Checkmate. When we happened upon that key, there wasn't a soul in the area save for Luke and myself. Furthermore, I have spoken of what we found there to no one. There's no conceivable way you could have known about this key. Unless, of course, you are spying on us from the shadows when we picked it up. Which, you can't tell it's him because he's so frickin' narrow on the bottom and just broad on the top. Ugh. Body types. Now let me see if I've got this all right. You posed as the inspector and used Simon's death as an excuse to enter Reynold Manor. Since then, you've been waiting for the ideal time to strike and steal the golden apple from us. How am I doing so far? Oh, it's the dude in disguise, 'cause he's doing the laugh.
What's so funny? This is no laughing matter.
I'm just astounded at how despicable I find you, Layton. But that's exactly why you're worthy of being my archenemy.
Rubber mask. I've always despised you, Layton.
Don Paolo.
I thought I'd be able to crush you once and for all here in Saint Mystere. But that will have to wait since you saw through my disguise.
And also, my coat changed color. Oh, Jesus. He's so ridiculous. Everyone in this game is so ridiculous looking.
You haven't caught on yet, but Saint Mystere hides a secret of epic proportions. Yeah. When I imagine a dimwit like you trying to unravel the mystery, I just have to smile. Yeah. My business here for the day has come to an end, so I'll be off. But listen closely, Layton. Never forget how close you came to being bested. One day I, the great Don Paolo, will rain my vengeance down upon you. And on that fearful day, you will beg for an umbrella and overcoat, perhaps even some galoshes.
Gosh.
What? What? Is he serious about this or not? Did he just jump through a bloody window?
He sure did. This is the second story, too, so I guess he's dead now. I guess he's fucking dead, man. I guess he's gone. Do you know who that man was? Don Paolo is his name. I've heard stories of him. His grasp of the hard sciences was rumored to be unrivaled. The problem, as you might guess, was his personality. Though he was a genius, the man was straight up evil. Like, not even any, like, deliberate, like, oh, something drove him to it. No, he's just straight up evil. The Science Board banished him from working officially in his field ever again. His field was puzzle-making. Sneaking into Saint Mystere to steal the Reynold fortune sounds like the kind of scheme he would hatch.
He seems to hold quite a grudge against you, Professor. What did you do to cross him?
Nothing. I haven't the slightest idea, Luke.
Well, that aside, what was all that talk about the secret hidden in the village? What was he talking about?
I'm a bit mystified by it myself. For the time being, though, let's focus on finding the golden apple, shall we? I say we follow our newest lead and head for that tower. Let's check that dead end from before, Luke.
Chapter solved.
Solved. Oh. So now we're solving the mysteries. Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and leave a comment because your words mean so much to me. As always, guys, have an awesome day.